I'm going to make mango jam. I'll share the recipe with you down below in the show more box. It calls for 4 cups of finely diced mangoes, which I'm going to also mash up with a pastry blender, but you can use a potato masher. And this is how many mangoes so far?
That's 4.
This is 4 mangoes so far.
One of them had a bad spot.
Yeah. So we'll cut another one. I'll show you. This is a pretty handy gadget right here, this little tool. It's right around the seed. Then all you have to do is score the mango into little cube shapes.
Don't cut your hand off.
Yeah, it'd be great not to cut your hand. Don't run the knife all the way through the peel. Okay, and then he's going to scoop it out with this big spoon, and it scoops right out. So easy. That's all there is to it. That's it. So that many mangoes left, so I know I can make 2 or 3 batches of the mango jam unless we eat them all. And so here we are. We've got it all measured up. Now I'm going to use the seeds too. Not in the jam. I'm just going to boil them up, and then I'll strain that and see about trying to make jelly with it and see how that turns out.
But not this seed.
Yeah, not that seed because it's terrible looking. Okay, I've got rings already washed up. I've got jars washed up and lids. I've got my big tall pressure canner about half full of water. I think when I'm making these, I'll get this water heated up. Start putting the jars of mango jam in there on low. Then, as I make them, I should be able to double stack half pints in here just fine. And then bring the water up to where it covers all the jars by an inch or 2. And then process them. So I'll bring you back. Okay, I've got my mangoes in here. Just going to use this to crush them up. Because I don't have a potato masher for some reason. I need to pick one up. I don't mind if they're, because they're chipped up pretty small, so it'll be okay. I just don't want any huge pieces in here. I just want everything little. Mash them, mash them, mash them. It'll work some of the juice out of it too. Okay, I've got jars in here, heating up. I'm ready to turn the fire on under here to get this started up. Got my 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 6 cups of sugar, package of fruit pectin. Okay. Mix the fruit and the lemon juice and the pectin together first. Okay, I'm going to bring it to a boil. As it heats up, the mangoes should release a lot more of their juices. You can kind of see, maybe in the bottom of the pan, beginning to release the juices. Just keep stirring it. And as soon as I get it up to a boil, I'll dump all the sugar in at once. The sugar in. Now I'll bring it back up to a boil, a rolling boil. The definition of a rolling boil is a boil that cannot be stirred down. So no matter how much you stir it, you won't cool it. It'll get hotter than regular, it'll get hotter than boiling water. It should get up to about 220 degrees. Okay, as you can see, I'm stirring. I'll stir it for 1 minute. This is a boil that cannot be stirred down. I don't know if you can see on there. It's reached right at 220 degrees, so it's doing good. I'm going to let this sit in the pan for about 5 minutes so that everything settles down. Then right before I jar it, I will skim off the foam, stir the fruit in very gently so that the fruit will stay suspended better, and then can it. Alright, you can see I started skimming the foam. It's quite a bit on here. I'm going to try not to get any fruit. Oops, on my table. But it's pretty stiff already. Now, I might, next batch, might put some butter to see if I can reduce the foaming. Only needs about a teaspoon. It helps it not to foam so bad. But it's been sitting for 5 minutes. So, get all the foam off that I can. You know, the foam is not dangerous or anything. It doesn't make it spoil. It just doesn't, it's not as pretty. Yeah, it's unsightly. But we will eat this foam anyway because it tastes like the jam. Okay, bring you back when I start filling the jars. I've got my jars hot and ready. There's my funnel. So I'm ready to start putting this in here. Keep stirring it up a little bit so they'll get a fairly even mixture of fruit in each jar. You fill them to 1/4 inch headspace. Almost. Put on a clean lid. Oh, no, not till I wipe the lid, rim. Alright. Put on a clean lid. Got a different one. Oh, don't look good. I'll get to one in a minute. There. And a ring. Put it on the towel. Turn it. That's it. And use the jar lifter to put it back in the water. Because the jars are hot and I've got a lot of water in here, so I don't want to put my hands down in there. Alright, bring you back when I'm processing them. Hard to see, but the water is over the jars by about 1 inch, and that's all it needs to be. Bringing it up to a boil. Each batch made 6 half pints, or 12 half pints. There's a little bit left, not much, and a little bit in here that we're going to use somehow or another. We'll eat that somehow. And then I'm going to put the lid of the canner on. Now, I'm not pressure canning, so I'm just going to lay it on there loosely and let those jars come to a boil. Process them for 10 minutes. Then all the jars are out of the canner. I bet this one doesn't seal because the lid is buckled and it was a little bit bent when I put it on there, so it's okay. We'll eat it. Refrigerate it and eat it later. They're all out. I have 2 1/4 pints, a short wide mouth half pint, and then 3, 6, 9, 12 regular half pints of mango jam. And it's good. I already did a little taste test of what was in the bowl. So there you go. Thanks for watching.